there.
What does that say, Billy?
Here's the schedule for the divisional round. We're going to get out of here in under an hour. A full recap. By the way, before we get to these games, shout out to playoff Gabe Davis. This guy in the postseason just shows up like an animal and it does nothing for the like sporadic events. Saturday, January 21st. We kick off the AFC divisional round games. Not sure why they sit on CBS. Somebody can explain it to our bosses. Jacksonville at Kansas City on NBC. They force you to say Peacock. You don't need to buy Peacock unless you want to watch Yellowstone. And technically Universo. The Jaguars at the Chiefs. Wilson, what is your wins over Wilson number for this matchup? Chiefs are minus how many points is what I'm trying to say.
No, right. Yeah. No, I get it. I'm just doing the math. I'm going to say minus 7.5.
Ooh, not bad. Breech, do you want to counter? It's close.
I mean, it sounds about right. Touchdown.
8.5.
I like the Chiefs at 7.5. I don't know if I love them at 8.5.
I think that we got very lucky that the Bengals won tonight or on Sunday night because it could have been Ravens at Chiefs and Jags at Bills, which has major blowout potential. I do think Doug Peterson can keep it close with Andy Reid. Big rivals. And then you got the Cincinnati at Buffalo. I think that those are two good AFC games. So
the NFL, that's why they waited till like 10 minutes after the game to release this schedule because they were praying that the Ravens win the AFC match.
They fumbled this ball at the one.
Right. But they're probably thrilled now.
Yeah, Jacksonville, KC is a. I mean, look, you look at the quarterbacks involved in these final games, man. I mean it's good stuff.
I will say real quick, this is a rematch from a game earlier this season. The Chiefs won 27-17. Jags did miss 2 field goals in that game, but the Chiefs also turned the ball over 3 times. So
the Chiefs are going to beat the Jags by 20.
Same Jags kicker, Riley Patterson, or is there a different one, Breech?
It was Riley Patterson.
Okay.
I think the Chiefs are going to beat them by double digits.
All right. Well, then you'll take the Chiefs at the wins over Wilson.
8.5 is a lot, man.
All right.
No one wants to lay 8.5 in the division round game.
Sounds like you're going to.
I will. Giants at the Eagles, 8:15 Eastern time on NFC.
-4.
And NBC, on Fox and Fox Deportes.
-4, and I'm taking the Giants all day.
-5.
Boom! You taking Breech?
Billy's correct. -7.
It's -7.
Bang the Giants.
Oh, I'm taking the Giants.
I think
boom! Gonna have a long weekend.
Let's real quick. Chiefs, Eagles moneyline parlay. It's -175. Crap, we need somebody else.
Do Chiefs Giants.
I think the Eagles roll the Giants too.
Okay, that's fine.
I think both of those
become best friends. Yep.
I picked him to win the NFC before I ever met you, Billy.
You pick everything all the time, so it's hard to tell which one you're on.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
I'll tell you
Brinson, did you pick the Ravens to win the Super Bowl? Was it Ravens Eagles?
Did you pick the Broncos with the Super Bowl?
I was just making sure. They're both eliminated. All the same.
I'll tell you what's suspicious is that Billy hadn't found any new drops lately.
All right, what else we moving on? Or you want to talk about?
I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles and the Chiefs win by double digits both.
Okay.
I think I'm probably riding the underdog in both of those. To cover.
I'm taking the Chiefs and the Giants to win.
Ooh.
Chiefs to cover, Giants to win. I think it's where I'm early. That's my early lean. All right, Bengals at Bills. Breech. I'm going Bengals +2.5.
Yeah, maybe 3. I'll go 3.
What's the actual one?
4.5.
I'm banging the Bengals.
Bang the Bengals. Bengals win outright.
I don't like to do that for my Western New York brothers and sisters.
Yeah, it's gonna take some thought because they're down 3 offensive line starters.
That's a problem.
Joe Burrow don't care.
Is a problem.
Joe Burrow, this is Joe Burrow time, baby. Joe Burrow knows Joe Burrow beats the Bengals. Excuse me, he beats the Bills and he beats the Chiefs.
These Sunday games could get some crazy ratings because you have the canceled Monday night game and then you have the next game.
Oh, by the way, the Sunday game at 3 p.m. on CBS and Paramount Plus, Breech. I prefer you watch it on Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
I'm going to watch it on both. And Brinson asked if CBS would be sad about missing Kansas City, Jacksonville. No, because we only get one game in the divisional round and you want Bengals Bills.
And the final game, we don't have a line for.
I'll give you the line. Tampa Bay at San Francisco. It's going to be San Francisco. What do you want to say?
They haven't played yet.
No, I got the wins over Wilson. Just listen. Okay. Tampa Bay, San Francisco, Tampa Bay game. That game is going to be 49ers minus 6.5. 49ers, Dallas is going to be 49ers minus 50. So take the Cowboys.
That noise
you know, the crazy thing is that, like, I feel like the 49ers would steamroll Tampa Bay. I feel like Dallas could give them a good game, and we saw them play in last year's playoffs. But I think that Tampa Bay could beat Dallas, so it's like, if I'm cheering for a good game next week, then I probably want the Cowboys to win.
If you hated the Niners and you wanted them to lose, who would you want them to play?
Dallas.
Yeah, I agree, because Tom Brady, I can't believe he didn't come up with a revenge game nonsense, Brinson, and then him playing next year in San Francisco. I mean, that was right. That was a late.
He's playing in Vegas next year.
Yeah, I think you want to play Dallas. You don't want to. I would be fine playing with either team because you just keep Tom Brady off the field by running the ball 1,000 times. If you're
I think Tampa is a 7-point favorite against either of these teams at home.
Yeah, I had 6. I think I said 6.5 for Tampa Bay.
5.5. I mean,
and by the way, quickly before we get out of here, I'll update the Super Bowl pool that we're in. Wilson is on his last toe, not even his last leg. Today, I lost the Vikings and the Dolphins. All I got left is
you lost 2 fraudulent teams.
Right. All I have left is the Chiefs.
You're down to one. You're down to one team.
Well, I'm the only person down to one team. Breech, you didn't lose anyone today. You still have Cincinnati and Dallas alive. Brinson, you lost the Ravens, but you do have the Eagles and Jaguars. And Caleb is Caleb's going to crush all of us. He's got the Bills, he's got the Bucks, and he's got the 49ers.
Yeah, I like Caleb's team.
What do you
Caleb,
make?
call me if you want to change.
My only regret is I didn't take the Bengals over whoever.
You're too busy making fun of Breach, and he turned it around.
I'm going to spite Breach. I'm not going to do it. I didn't take the Bengals.
Godly.
That's because I use reverse psychology.
Would you trade the Chiefs for the Eagles and the Jaguars?
No, I got to write this out.
I'm curious if what you're like.
No, because you're going to be out next week, so no, I don't want to trade that. You're losing to the Chiefs, and you're losing to the Giants next week, and then
Brinson has his
more likely to lose
pick left, which is impressive. His last pick, Jacksonville, is still in.
Yeah, that is true. You have your.
I take the Bengals. I'd be rolling this thing. I'm such an idiot.
But you didn't.
So I don't take the Bengals to spite you.
Spite never wins.
Breach has me in a figure 4 headlock in the old mind games.
Don't rip off the hair plugs, Breach.
Usually can't get in my head. Breach is in my head.
I know.
The traffic wins.
All right, so we'll update that next weekend.
All right, here's the parlay. Divisional round early parlay to put in now. Chiefs money line. Eagles money line. Bengals money line.
What's that?
Plus 336, which is actually my area code on my telephone.
By the way, we'll do another podcast tomorrow night, so come back for that. Breach, you could be down to one team by tomorrow night as well. Because you have Dallas. You have Dallas.
I mean, I picked the Buccaneers, so what can I say?
Breach doesn't care. The Bengals are alive. He doesn't care about anything else in life.
Bengals are going to win it all. We're good. We're good to go.
That is the beauty of sports. Is like when your favorite team in your entire life is somehow still alive for something decent. You don't care about anything else. Breach's like tiny little tree behind him could be burning.
By the way, Jen Silvius makes a point in the comments. No one picked the Giants, which of course they didn't, but here we are.
And that's the funny thing is I believe that's the only team that made the playoffs that didn't get picked, which tells you that like the NFL season, as crazy as it was, kind of fell how we thought. It's besides the Giants.